Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC. And to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. For a berth in Super Bowl 52, here we go. We're underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate. And guess what? They're in the lead now.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. In motion is Austin Hooper. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now it's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. Second and 13. Ryan. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means
rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. all right, in baseball. I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
In motion here is Witten. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now Ryan back into his end zone. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Coleman now. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Side complete. That's Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. Let's go. Left. Let's go. 11. Ready. Take it to the left. Nice kick, boys. Ready. 12. Back. Ready. 21. He's checking. Crash. 11.
To throw is Ryan. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On the run, it's Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And out now come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Final play of the half. Prescott going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to stick with Dez. There got too physical. Pass interference.
I like your note there. So physical. Hard for any defender to cover Dez Bryant without drawing a pass interference call.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now it's Ryan. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw is Prescott. Being chased out left. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing. Prescott steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Starts with a handoff to Coleman. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it down with Robinson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got it to Hearns. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Falcons are going to get a first.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Here's Ryan to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability?
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First down carry by Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Dancing to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They run. Robinson. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, throw left side, complete. That's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go to Elliott again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Hey, watch it. Check three.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Check.
Here's Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing now is Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Ryan. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And he got it. The kick is good. Next stop, Minneapolis. They're off to the Super Bowl. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.